Hello, hello, hello. It is time. We have the brand new update, which brings with it the breeding den and hatchery changes. And of course, the new dragons have been added into the game now. So we're going to be able to see new dragons coming in and new dragons being added. And when we open it up, it says a new event arrives, energize. And that's of course the Origin of Energy event. Then we also have that new breeding den. And we have the new hatchery stuff going on. So I'm going to go ahead and showcase that after we claim our beautiful gems. And we're going to have new stuff, new interfaces and new things in general. But of course, most people are going to be interested in the actual breeding bit. So for instance, if we click how to breed this limited time Herald Dragon, we've got a completely new screen now. So there's a lot of changes to the general UI of the game now. And if we click breed, we are granted by this, which I don't care about. But mainly this, which is a very, very big change to the previous breeding den. There's animations and stuff flying around. And we've got double egg relics in the top right. If I click that, then it says that we can use it. I don't want to use that. But on the left, of course, we've got one dragon. On the right, we've got tree. And then we've also got that button for the extra den. But we can still search for dragons up here if we want to. And you can pick a different dragon by, I guess, we can either search or pick by element. So we could just show all of the fire dragons and it looks all different. And then in this one, we could search for all the metal dragons, for instance. So, we don't really care about any of that. I guess if we click breed, we can see this new animation in action. So if I click this, then it will take us to the "Are you sure?" You've already gotten all possible results of this breeding, which I think is going to be a really positive thing, especially for players that, you know, maybe weren't aware of that. And of course, when we breed something now, it will be immediately obvious which dragon we've bred. Well, that is if you know all of the different dragon eggs. So you can click to either change parents or get a duplicate. So if I click get duplicate, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to get this special breeding animation. And this time we obviously bred that rainbow candy boy. So then we've got the skip option, the skip all, and other skip all using our relics. So all of the old stuff that we had is still visible. It's just now there's extra animations and we can see the egg now. So that is a really, really big positive for just how it looks. Except I don't really like the fact that the egg is just obviously on a different plane and it doesn't really fit with the background, if that makes sense. Like it feels out of place. But I guess this was the easiest way for them to showcase it. So that's the new breeding den. And then if we go over to the hatchery here, I do have two new dragons here to hatch. So if I click on one of them, we're going to go to this screen, which is a very, very close view of this dragon. And then if we hatch him, you'll see we get this explosion. And then it shows his elements really big and bright on the front of the screen. The only thing is there's no information button here, and normally I like to read that when I get a new dragon. Maybe it showcases it for a new dragon, but you can pet him and he'll move around, do his stuff, and then we can obviously click place and pop him into a habitat. I don't think there's really been any other changes in terms of, in general, you know, habitat stuff, collecting. Those are definitely the main changes, and like I said, with new updates we get new dragons. There's now 921 dragons in the codex, and of course we're going to have lots of new dragons coming in the ancient event. So if we search by ancient, for example, we can see all of these dragons and all of these ancient energy dragons. So obviously we have Zolto there, we've got Zalek, or Zalik, I'm still going to call him Zalik, Lamulin, and the other one. 01. That's it. I forgot for a second. So they're all there in the game now. We can't actually see them, but we can see that they're in the codex. So there's going to be a lot of other new stuff. I don't know what that pop-up was. I don't want to deal with that. That may have had information on it, and I'm not doing that. But obviously, next dragon that we've got coming up is Dunkel Viking, and we can actually see him in game now. He will be breedable tomorrow. So breeding will go crazy then. And obviously we've got the description here. But this stuff is all more or less the same. It's just very select parts of the game that have changed a little bit. So I guess that's the main things that they pointed out that have changed or that they plan to change. So I guess that's a thing. In the meantime, of course, we've got the other events going on. So I guess we will just keep doing this stuff for now as, you know, that is if we want peanut butter jelly, we're going to have to keep doing these refreshes, getting ingredients, that sort of thing, going for legendary recipes. It's not gone too hot for me so far, but, you know, that is just the way that Cake Craze is. I really don't like Cake Craze, like, at all. But some people do, some people love Cake Craze. I really do not. I do not want it at all, ever. But maybe that is just me. I know it's not just me, but maybe it's just me right now. But anyway, just showing you the battles just so that you know there's not really any changes, but it does look like we've got a bigger outline on the elements now. Like before, they looked more like this, but now there's a really big outline when you haven't clicked them. That's the first thing I've noticed about this. So again, there's some mini changes in here that I don't think they've really spoken about or told us was planned to come, but that usually happens in DML. There's like little things that they don't really mention that get changed and little screens. I don't know if there's anything else I've missed. Obviously we've got all these bundles and that getting thrown at us, but in general I would say it's a positive update with the new dragons and the breeding den changes. Again, being able to see the dragon that you've bred is going to be huge, because if you've bred a dragon that has a shared breeding time, now you know whether you've been successful or not, so it's going to mean less wasted double egg relics and just general relics to speed up timers, which I think is a really good thing. In general, the breeding in DML has been improved over time. I think now they need to focus on farms, if I'm being honest. Farms are in desperate need of an upgrade. They've needed one for like 4 years now, so I guess we'll see, and we'll find out if they're ever going to target farms, just like they said they're targeting clans at some point. Please upgrade the farms. If not for me, mainly for the newer players. Please, Gameloft! But anyway, that is the new update. I hope you enjoy it and get your free gems in time for the Ancient event, and let me know if you spot anything else weird in this update. But do you like it? You like the new changes? I don't know. Let me know.